entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Hi guys, Ungrapher here, and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. So in this video, I'm going to review a champion, basically from my perspective, from the perspective of a mid-game player, and actually I should say early to mid-game player, and that is Royal Guard. So as you can see, my Royal Guard does not have a bunch of awesome god tier gear. It's the best gear that I could find for him, and maybe I'll try to update some of these, like these gauntlets here. I think they're attack base, yeah. So anyway, before I get into all of that, what I'm going to do first, well, first of all, let's go with the appearance. I love the way he looks. He looks like such a badass. It kind of reminds me of Talon from Batman. I remember reading Night of the Owls, and I need to go back, but there was a villain named Talon, and he had a similar look, and he has this look with the spear and everything. I absolutely love it. Absolutely, one of my favorite characters, just from like a pure aesthetic point of view. Then we'll go into the skills. Now, Royal Guard was a champion that I debated on taking 6-star at first, not because I wasn't planning on it, but because I had other options. There was a Cold Heart, and I can't remember, there was some other champion that I wanted to take 6-star, and I posted in Reddit, who should I take 6-star, and a guy told me, yeah, I know you want to do the other, but Cold Heart and Royal Guard need to be your priority in order to progress. And he was 100% correct. I probably should go back and try to find that comment, but that guy was 100% correct. Royal Guard made a huge difference in my account. So I'll start off with this A3. Attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 60% chance of placing a 30% decrease speed. I have it booked up to 75% because it's fully booked. Debuff for 2 turns. Each hit also has a 60% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 25%, booked up to 75%. Actually, and here's the problem, I always like take down more. That's the one I used to focus on because it does so much damage, but this is actually a pretty awesome ability, if only for the turn meter. Like, I can reduce turn meter by 25% on 4 different targets, or potentially 4 targets. I mean, it attacks 4 times at random, so it could technically hit 1 target twice. But then wouldn't that be a 50% decrease in turn meter? Anyway, but I love turn meter manipulation in any MMORPG game that I played. Like, turn meter is my thing now. Once I figured out turn meter, I loved it. So that makes me like that ability a whole lot more. Takedown, that's his heavy hitter. That is the one he's famous for because it is based on enemy max HP. Attacks all enemies. Damage increases according to enemy max HP. This thing hits like a truck against bosses. However, it's also the thing that is basically makes, not useless, but is not the best for PvP. In case you don't know, again, it took me a while to figure this out, but because nobody ever expressly says it, enemy max HP, bad for arena. That's why Cold Heart is bad for arena, because if it's scaling based on that, it's great for bosses because bosses HP tend to be super high. But in the arena, I mean, it'll do damage, but don't expect it to be the way that it is when you're fighting the spider or the dragon. It's just not going to be that powerful. And then his A1, attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense. That's awesome as well. Wow, 75% chance when booked. So that decreased defense is amazing. That's actually really, really good. 65% chance, sorry, I added the wrong things together. That's awesome. And now the aura. Increases ally attack in dungeons by 35%. That sounds like a legendary aura. In fact, the more I read his whole kit reads better than some of the legendaries that I have. I only have like, what, 6 legendaries, and he's what, my 3rd best legendary as an epic. But he 35% increased attack in dungeons. I mean, let me show you the aura from Raglan is 33% defense in all battles. Like, that's it. That is it. Abyss increases ally attack in faction crypts by 34%. She's legendary, and it's 34%. I mean, are you seeing my point here? Like, he's so valuable in the dungeons. He's so valuable in the dungeons. It's incredible. So what I'm going to do is take him into and run him in a couple of dungeons. Nothing fancy. I'm not going to take him into arena because, as I said, it's not really worth it. But if you get him, make him your priority. I don't even care if you've already got someone else running. Like, make Royal Guard your priority. I think I have him here. No or no? Yeah. Running him in Dragons real quick. Make him your priority because he will help you progress through the dungeons so much. And progression in dungeons is key to getting gear so that you can progress more. Like, I got to Dungeons 20 and then I was able to get some better gear. Next thing you know, I'm able to get through the Fire Knight and through Ice Golem. I'm still struggling through Spider's Den, but what can I say? Spider's Den is just a pain. I can't wait to actually finish that thing. I think I'm on level 15 or 16. But all that aside, Royal Guard is legitimately just, he's just so key in a lot of this. And in fact, the thing I'm stuck on with dungeons is actually in Spider's Den. I'm at, I think I want to say 15. Either way, the spider is force affinity. And so I'm terrified of bringing my Royal Guard into that fight because it's force affinity. But maybe I should just try it anyway and then just try to get some protection around him. A miscreated monster who's also magic affinity. Why are all my best champions magic affinity? I mean, I think that's the problem. A lot of people have mentioned that problem. But why on earth all of them are magic? So it makes all the force bosses just a pain to try to cope with. It's so terrible. But in any case. So, advice, if you're in the mid game, Royal Guard, upgrade him, get him to 6-star as fast as possible, dump all your books into him. He will help you get through large portions of the game and then just put the best gear that you possibly can. I mean, you saw he was at what, a 46 power level, and that's not even like great god tier gear. I'm gonna, after this battle, I'll go back and go through his masteries that I have for him as well. So, as you can plainly see, Royal Guard is laying down 1.8 million in damage, okay? And so he's laying down that much damage, not to mention he's increasing everyone's damage next to him by 35%. So a best would not hit for 1.2 million if it weren't for Royal Guard in there. And let me see, and I think the last dragon is magic affinity, right? So yeah, he's doing that against a neutral affinity. That's neutral, not against the spirit affinity. So it's just nuts. I'm gonna go back here real quick and show you how I have him set up as Plarium keeps trying to sell me stuff. Here we go. So now his masteries. Yep, here down at the bottom. Boom. Well, I guess I wish they would give you the names there. So this is the one I took, Flawless Execution. I'm just trying to get more crit damage because, again, enemy max HP, crit damage helps a lot to maximize that damage, so long as you ensure that your champion also has 100% crit rate. I have 97%, so good enough. If I can't get it with that 3%, if a 3% hits one time, then that's just on me. I just have to take that loss. Hopefully I'll get a glyph not a glyph, but hopefully I'll get another piece that'll help me get it to 100%. And then now I'm just trying to work on getting his crit damage above 200. I want it to be like at 250, as high as possible. I want it to be as high as possible. But that is where he's sitting for his masteries. Now I will try one thing here. Doom Tower. Hi guys, just a real quick freeze frame here. There's an issue with Doom Tower where Royal Guard does not do takedown against the Nether Spider. It created an issue and I don't really realize it until the very end, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of the video. But please note that for the first two battles against the Nether Spider, he wasn't doing his takedown against the Nether Spider. So some of these compositions that I did in terms of teams and stuff might have actually worked or might have actually done more damage if he was actually able to use his takedown. So maybe it's a bug or something, I don't know, but just a heads up. Doop, doop, doop. Nether spider. Now, I'm only doing this because, let's see. In dungeons, technically, doesn't matter. Let's see. Maybe this isn't a bright idea, but we'll do it anyway. Let's have some fun. I saw all those changes they made to the nether spider and the frost spider, too, and I don't know how I feel about all that. I'm not so sure. People thought the nether spider was easy, and maybe that's just me. I didn't think it was. I mean, granted, Scarab King is the hardest. Like, full stop. That's it. Period. He is the hardest. I'm sorry for saying full stop. That's a British way of saying it. Period is the way I was raised. But yeah, Scarab King is the hardest. They did some changes to Magma Dragon. I couldn't tell, but I mean, it's still early in Doom Tower. So, I wish he had saved that takedown for now. Oh well. But I didn't think the nether spider was that hard. And now I'm realizing why I should have kept Raglan in. Raglan was the one who was going to keep the poisons off of us. And now that I don't have her in, my team is going to probably succumb to all the poisons being laid down. But I didn't think the nether spider was like super easy. I mean, I guess I could get past her relatively easy, but I didn't think she was some... Oh yeah, this was a terrible setup. I need to replace Seal of the Drakes with Raglan. So, or you guys tell me. I mean, maybe it was just me not being able to set up teams correctly or something along those lines, but I did not think that the nether spider was some super easy boss. The frost spider was just long and arduous, or is, however you want to phrase it. The frost spider is just long, arduous, and just takes forever to take down, but I did not think the nether spider was so easy. Who knows? Guess I'm wrong on that account. Oh, there goes that. Well, let's hope he has a takedown loaded up, and then we can take out the nether spider. So forgive me for my poor composition. This does not speak well. Yeah, so let's try that one more time and edit the team. Let's put Raglan in place of Seal of the... Well, no, Raglan was there. Oh, no, sorry, that was the last team that won. All right. That's always been weird to me, too, how when you have to redo it, it gives you the last team that won, not the team that you just had. Anyway, let's see how this goes. And I would love for Royal Guard to just hold that takedown until the end, or use it in the beginning, so that way the cooldowns are gone by the time it gets to your turn. But yeah, takedown. Okay, good. And then hopefully we can get through the next wave relatively quickly, and then he'll have takedown again for the nether spider relatively soon. Glad you guys decided to waste your Heartseekers there. That's awesome. Anyway, there's not one thing, it's the other, right? So let's try to have that takedown, get rid of all the spiderlings, the little baby spiders, and put a big dent in the mama spider. What was that? What was that? Why aren't you doing? I guess it had one more cooldown. But it should be coming up now. And then you will see. Come on, come on. You're getting there. Almost. Those freaking spiderlings. I mean, look at all this. This is easy. This is the easy one. Granted, we'll get past. That's not the worry, but well, maybe it's that she's more difficult now. Look at that. Look at that. And that's supposed to be the easy one? That's supposed to be the easy one. Oh, edit team again. So what am I looking at here? I want to show off the strength of Royal Guard. I have him in because I wanted the extra defense in Doom Tower. Usually I run Raglan there. That 1% isn't going to make that much of a difference, right? And then who do we put in next to figure this whole thing out? I wonder if this is even interesting for anybody as I'm going through this, trying to figure out what to do next. But we'll see. If it's not interesting, if you don't like me trying to compose teams or anything like that, let me know. Then it won't have to happen again. But I don't know. Part of me is trying to see what works best against another spider. The other part of me is trying to show you how devastating takedown can be to bosses. But it also serves to prove the point that it's like it scales on the max HP. So for, and watch, and now it's gonna be, But because the boss has so much HP, that's why it scales so well. That's why it's able to take down so much. Good hamstring used instead. So now I'll just take out everyone else before he gets his turn again. Or else this is going to be a part. There we go. Thank you for the Relentless set. Get the extra turn to seal the Drakes. Now let's see what happens here. Do we get demolished again? Thank you. Thank you for purging all those poisons. The Royal Guard's turn should be coming up soon. Nice solid hit from Seal of the Drakes twice, thanks to that Relentless set. Come on now. I just can't catch a break. Why is he not using his takedown? It shouldn't be on cooldown anymore, right? So we get a big face full of whatever that stuff is that she's spewing. All right, revive on Cold Heart. Am I gonna have to do this on manual so I can get him to actually use his takedown? Because if he doesn't use it this time, I have to check. I have to see what's going on. Let me take auto off, actually. I want to actually see why he's not doing his takedown ability. It's there. So if I hit auto, he's not doing takedown. Why? Explain that to me. I'm gonna do it myself, but now why is he not? So those other 2 times that I lost, I'm sitting here thinking it's my fault, but if he's not using takedown, then of course I'm not gonna make it. I'm relying on his damage to take this thing out. Takedown. Not even a solid that big of a hit. Here we go. It does some significant damage, but now I'm upset because I don't know why he's not using his takedown on Doom Tower against the Nether Spider. What reason? Well, in any case, Nether Spider down. That upsets me a good bit. That really does upset me. I wonder why he doesn't use it. In any case, despite this performance, I really like Royal Guard. I think he is a champion that really will help push your account forward, really help you progress throughout the game. So I cannot recommend enough you leveling him up. Hope you enjoyed this video. I wonder what happened there in Doom Tower. I don't understand why he's not using his takedown. That makes me really wonder because I had it on auto. If he had takedown in his back pocket the whole time, we could have taken out the Nether Spider 2 times over. But I had to go back a 3rd time just because he wasn't using it. So I don't know why his auto doesn't work against the Nether Spider, or he doesn't use it in Doom Tower, maybe. I'm going to have to experiment with that some more. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. See you next time. So I'm dropping this video in because I wanted you to see Takedown. I only realized after recording that there was that kind of buff that actually indirectly nerfs max enemy HP champions against the Nether Spider. So of course, that's the Doom Tower boss I decided to go after is the one who just got that buff. The buff is basically for the Nether Spider, I think Nether Spider and the Frost Spider, any max HP attack will be limited to 10% of the boss's max HP. So that might actually explain why he wasn't attacking with his takedown, because doing the other attacks that he has cause more damage than takedown would, because takedown was only going to do 10% of the HP. Boom. You see how much that went down? How much the spider's health went down? That was what was supposed to happen. So I just decided to drop this in at the end because I just realized it and I was like, oh, you idiot. But that might explain why takedown wasn't being used against the Nether Spider. I'm guessing that's the reason. And now, because of those buffs to the Doom Tower bosses with regards to max enemy match XP, that makes my Cold Hearts and my Royal Guard useless there. Ugh. And for a guy who's, you know, mid-game, not a whale, that's a pretty heavy hit. Anyway, so now we have the question, because I just went back. This is 14, where the spider is Spirit Affinity. You saw that Royal Guard already dropped once, and you saw that the Cold Hearts have already dropped a couple times. I'm wondering if I take this team to 15, if it would work. That would make the video much longer, but I'm tempted to try it. Let's give it a shot. I ended before on a defeat, so why not try for defeat now? So it's, yeah, okay, why not? Why not? What do I have to lose except a little bit of energy? Let's see. What I get the feeling that Royal Guard is going to die immediately. So let's see how this goes. I do Cold Hearts. Both of my Cold Hearts are Spirit Affinity. So, or not Spirit Affinity, but Voids, of course. And they both are. One of them is better than the other because one of them is in a destroy set. That one. The one who has less health. She's in a destroy set because I was trying to use her for Scarab King. And that still didn't work because I'm still stuck on level 100 for Scarab King. But yeah, that's why she doesn't hit quite as hard. And if you notice, the max HP of the spider goes down. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. And if it starts to look like it's a problem, then we have the answer. That was a decent sized hit. That was a huge hit. Is this? Am I about? Nah, I better not get my hopes up. Let me wait and see what happens next. But yeah, it looks like maybe if I just build the team a bit differently, I might be able to get past this spider. Spider 15. Huh. I don't think I'm going to get through it now, but this is some good news. Get rid of all those spiderlings. She can bring back Royal Guard. Boom, there you go. Let's see. This video might actually end on a happy note. Even if we lose, I'm still going to be happy about the fact that this is possible. And that's still a solid hit against a negative affinity. That's still solid damage. That 35% increased attack in dungeons, it's so... I shouldn't have doubted him. That's my fault. I should not have doubted him. I mean, I still don't know if we're going to get away with a victory, but it's awesome. Now I'm wondering if I put Iron Brago in place of a Best, that reduces some... But I do need a Best to lay down that decreased defense. But it looks like... I don't know. I don't want to be too optimistic. Doing well, though. Thanks for the heals, Raglan. I'm going to need you to pick up my good Cold Heart in a minute, though. She's been laid out for a while now. So, oh, there's that one Heart Seeker. Come on, Raglan. Pick up the other Cold Heart. Or pick up Royal Guard again. But it looks like we have it under control. I'm happy. Oh, don't get too excited. All right, at Best, I need you to get rid of some of these spiderlings in your next move, in your next go. Well, we're almost to the end. Almost to the end. Come on. I can't believe this. I went through all this trouble trying to find different combination, different ways, avoiding using my Royal Guard. And now he might be the key to beating the Force Affinity Spider. Come on, pick up somebody, Raglan. Hurry up. There we go. Now I'm going to need a Best to go ahead and do, I guess, Mass Impalement is the next one she has up. Oh, there we go. We're almost there. It's okay. A little bit of healing is almost is okay. Let's just there we go. So let's go ahead and get... She's gonna pick up somebody else in a second. Who are you picking up? Royal Guard. All right, Royal Guard. What do you have in your toolkit? Hamstring. All right, that's weak. I need that takedown to come back. Now she attacks and then she'll be able to revive somebody. I don't know. See, now we're at the end and it's kind of touch and go. Ooh. It's a bit touch and go. Who are you going to pick up, Raglan? I think you should pick up one of the Cold Hearts. Don't pick up Royal Guard. A bus. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Does a bus have an AoE in store? Come on. Oh, yeah. I got happy too fast. I think this is gonna be it. Or should I just take over and pick up the Cold Heart on my own? If she heals, then I won't. But I think she's about to heal. I think the Mama Spider's about to. Yeah, she's healing up. Yep. I need just a little bit more support, and I feel like I could take out this spider. So that's good news from my side. I like that a lot. Yeah, I shouldn't even have a Heartseeker ready. All right, so the video is going to end here. Happy about that result, but I just wanted to come back and say the thing about the enemy max HP. That's why I didn't look so oppressive against another spider. I'm going to come back and attack the Spider's Den Force Affinity with Royal Guard at lead, and hopefully I'll finally be able to get past it. So again, thanks for watching all the way through. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.